Hi, welcome to Neppy Invest. Today, just a little bit of an update on A2 Milk. So we did see the share price drop on Monday, the 28th of September by just over 10%. So why did that happen? Now, I am a shareholder of A2 Milk. So I've been a shareholder since 2006 or 7, long-term holder. But today I'll tell you if A2 Milk is still a buy, whether it's now become a hold or even a sell. So let's get stuck into it. Why did the share price drop by 11.42%, in fact? So at 7:30 a.m., bright and early, before a lot of people have woken up, they did release an updated financial year 21 outlook. And whenever I see that, seeing the announcements when I look in the early morning, it could go either way. It could go sort of be an uplift in profits or a downlift or a down rate or whatever you call it. And typically it's a negative outlook, negative statement. So in this case it was. So first the negative, there were some positives in the outlook, but the negative it has to do with the Daigou channel in Victoria, especially in Victoria. So Daigou is just those Chinese who buy the A2 milk or a product and sell it or send it back to China. And of course that has been disrupted during September because of the lockdown, and that is going to affect their revenues in Australia and New Zealand. But going to the positive, they are still seeing some strong growth in China, even seeing some strong growth in USA and in their liquid milk businesses in Australia. So still, even though they've got that weakness in the Daigou and in the powdered milk section or the infant formula section, there are other products, products, liquid milk, that sort of thing is still going very well. And the China business, the local business in China is doing very well too. So some positives there. And they actually did give out some outlooks on what they're expecting the revenue and EBITDA margins. The EBITDA margin hasn't changed. I believe it was still 31%. But group revenue, they're looking at 725 to 775 million, which is down 4 to 10% from the previous year. And their revenue for the full year is going to be up between 4 and 10%. So the market didn't take to a liking of this. They never take a liking to negative outlooks, or I suppose you can say downgrades. There's a view that if there's one downgrade, there's always going to be a few more. But in this case, this is more of a case of one little channel being disrupted and everything else is going fine. But when I look at the chart, I'm not with any confidence of this. We still have resistance way up at 20, but there's been a lot of weakness over the past month. The share price has really gone down from that $20 all the way down to just above 15. So that's almost a 25% drop in price in the past month or so. There's no need to rush in at the moment. There's a saying, don't catch the falling knife. We don't know if this is it. There could be some more downgrades. I'm not selling though, because I believe there's still very strong outlook. So I'm going to be holding this for 5 to 10 years or whenever the real story changes. The story hasn't changed yet. So there's a lot of resistance to push through. What do I mean by that? Because it's gone down 25% in the last month or so, a lot of people who have bought at those levels between $18, $20, they'll probably want to sell out as the share price starts rising again. And that's resistance. That's what we call resistance. So what I'm going to be waiting for is a shift in sentiment, and I usually use the moving averages for that to see them converging. So at the moment, no rush to buy in if you don't hold. Because I am a holder, I'm not going to sell because I still think this is long-term. Whether I buy more, I'll just wait for that sentiment shift, and that's where sort of an indication to buy more. So that's all for today. So A2 Milk is really not a buy at the moment. It's more of a wait and see, just hold. Definitely not a sell, not a buy, just a wait and hold at the moment. So that's all for now. I'm not a professional advisor, so don't take what I've told you in this video as gospel. Don't hold, do whatever you want. If you do need some advice on what to do with A2 Milk, make sure you seek out a professional, because they're the ones who should be able to help you. So that's all for today. Hope you've had a nice journey with me on this video, and I'll talk to you another day. Bye.